Chubstep.
Jrad.
Creating the audiobook.
Steed. Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
You look lovely. Is that blouse from Ann Taylor?
No.
Well, someone should tell Ann Taylor because they have a very similar one.
What are you even trying to go for with this?
I shop for Chrissy at Ann Taylor. I'm just saying, I think they'd be very interested in knowing that someone's selling a cheaper version.
How do you know this was cheaper?
Because I shop for Chrissy at Ann Taylor, idiot!
It could be nicer, dillweed.
It's not!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Hello. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, right? Days comes out as Thanksgiving.
If you, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be in the car driving to maybe a hockey game, maybe they're going golfing. There's going to be a lot of driving this Thursday when this comes out. So perfect timing. Listen up. Go back and listen to a few more.
Yeah, just put this. I would actually have everybody in the car play a different episode on their phone and mute the other episodes except for this one or whatever one you choose to listen to.
Yeah, actually, every 35 seconds, just switch episodes.
Yeah.
Leave them all playing at the same time. Just keep...
Maybe multiple things, like play one on YouTube, play one on Spotify, and then rate the show on Spotify.
Yeah, do it. I don't know. I'll check for ratings while we're talking here.
Okay.
See if we got any new ones that we read on the show. We read them all on the show.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Steed. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have much Thanksgiving topics here. We've talked Thanksgiving in the past. I don't know if you have Thanksgiving things you want to go over.
Yeah, I've got some Thanksgiving bullshit that I'm kind of pissed off about.
Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah.
Okay. So the whole turkey thing's bullshit. The the first Thanksgiving where
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Who was it? It was like some French guys or something, and I don't know.
No.
I don't know what they were doing. They were farming. Anyways, first Thanksgiving. What tribe was it? I want to get this right because I don't know what it was some Wampanoag. It was some Wampanoag people, some Plymouth Colony people.
Yeah.
Eating dinner together.
But yeah.
Okay. They were probably a couple of French guys in there. They ate a much more delicious meal, venison, fish, shellfish, corn, and a type of fowl. But this was likely a waterfowl like duck or geese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not a bullshit turkey.
Yeah. I've also heard this, that the turkey thing kind of came later. Things like apples came like 100 years later or something like that. People didn't have apples. There's no apple pie.
Well, don't worry about apples because this is this whole turkey idea came from some broad, Sarah Josepha Hale, the mother of Thanksgiving, some call her. She was an old-timey woman back in the 1800s.
An old soul back in the 1800s?
She was an old soul.
Okay.
She was like a writer, activist. She invented Mary Had a Little Lamb. You may know her from that song.
That's a bop.
Yeah, that's a bop. She made a big bop. She for some reason wanted Thanksgiving. Washington did a one-time Thanksgiving back in the day. He said, we're doing one day. That's it. We're done. We thank these guys.
One and done. We put our piece, guys. Come on. We don't need to thank them all the time.
Exactly. Exactly. So then she was a writer, so she was writing a couple books. In one, she said that we should send all the slaves back to Liberia. Eek. Different times. She was anti-slavery, though. She'd write books about, Northerners and Southerners fall in love and getting married and stuff. While the undertone is like, don't be a slave owner. It's bad. What?
So at the time was super progressive, but like now looking back, you're like, yeah, that's still not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
this isn't a hit piece on her. Okay. She was not in favor of women voting.
Interesting.
Okay. But she said women, shouldn't vote, but they should subtly, trick men into voting who, the woman actually wants them to vote.
That's such a weird, this is an interesting concept to be like, does she not trust herself to vote?
No.
Like, it's a class, like, she just hates other women. She's just like, oh, that girl's such a bitch. Why would I want her voting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said the secret silent influence of women to sway the male votes. That's what she was in favor
Interesting. She'd rather have, okay. That's a very weird way to approach that, but
yeah.
okay.
So
Interesting.
she was apparently just obsessed with Thanksgiving. She wrote letters to Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, #1 hottest president.
And Millard Fillmore, who looks like Alec Baldwin.
Yep. James Buchanan.
And
she wrote all those letters. 17 years of this. And then she writes old Abe Lincoln. Pre-theater visit Lincoln.
Yeah.
She writes him a letter. Hey, do this Thanksgiving thing. And Lincoln's like, all right, fine. It's bullshit. I got this whole war thing.
Yeah.
I got a war going on. Let's do Thanksgiving. So they create Thanksgiving. Oh no, that was the only other two. It was Washington's birthday, Independence Day, and Thanksgiving. It was number 3 on the list. And she, in her books, like she was writing about Thanksgiving, and she just included turkeys for some reason.
And that's like kind of where it came from. It was like this in her writings.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
No,
so she was
there.
kept like pushing Lincoln. Lincoln, we need Thanksgiving. We need this. We need Thanksgiving. Read my book. It's got turkeys in it. At the time, turkeys were cheap, economical, easy to get.
Okay.
Like if you see one in the field, you just kind of run it down and punch it.
Yeah,
you don't even need like a arrow.
Yeah, they're dumb. Yeah.
You can just fight it hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
So they're easy to get. So I don't know, maybe
and
that's
they're gross
why
looking. Like I don't really need them. Like they make a lot of noise, annoying noise. They're kind of gross looking. Like I don't need them around my yard.
I've had one in my yard. It was kicking the tires of my Ford Explorer.
Oh, good.
Just a real bastard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's the deal here? I went outside and I was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
And he's just like, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? And I was like, you're
aggressive.
gonna find out, pal. You and me right here. And then I backed off.
It's good. That's good. You're the bigger man.
I was the bigger man in that situation. I could have fought the turkey and won. It's on my list of animals I could beat hand to hand.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, but anyways, it's her we have to blame for having to eat turkey.
Okay.
On Thanksgiving, which is my least favorite bird to eat.
I would like some more exotic birds. Yeah, I would say that's like top. Like if you were gonna really try to wow your next Friendsgiving, go ahead and get get an ostrich.
Yeah,
you guys have got ostrich for the party.
Yeah, ostrich comes in at number 9 of best birds you can eat. Right above squab, partridge, and emu.
Okay, but that's not 9's not great. What's
9's not great, but like I don't know who made this list.
Yeah, let's hear who cares who made the list? What's the rankings from?
This is votes. This is what people voted.
Okay.
Should I start from the bottom or the top?
Well, let's start from the bottom. I didn't even know there's this many you could eat, but let's go.
Okay. Number 14, swan. Ooh.
Swan. Okay, you talk about fancy. Now we're talking people. You're gonna be some people that are really pissed. Some people are gonna be really pissed you're eating swan.
I would eat a swan, dude. I'd wear a fucking tuxedo.
Oh, if you were not eating a swan in anything less than a tuxedo.
No, that would be awesome. Yeah, I imagine silver dining wear too, like 100% pure.
Exactly, silver. And a big cloche. Like the whole thing is under a big stainless steel cloche that comes up, and it's massive. Yeah, it steams as it rises.
Mm-hmm. I'm at a long table made of wood.
I mean, see, you're not gonna tell it's a swan because it's the feathers that make the swan look so pretty. So at the end, you're fine eating it. Yeah,
I'd want its head intact.
I would also like that.
Okay, number 13, house sparrow, your common sparrow. I guess you can eat it, and it got above swan.
I can't imagine people eating either of these, but yeah, let's go.
It was narrow. It was
13,
narrow.
yeah, okay.
It gets pretty. It gets a little more birdy coming in. Emu, number 12, which I think not enough people have tried emu. I think that's why it didn't get as many votes.
Okay, I could see it being tough meat.
I've heard it is delicious.
Okay.
I looked it up.
Okay.
Number 11 is the partridge in a pear tree, perhaps. Could be more of a Christmas dish. It's small. I don't know. Number 10 is a squab.
Yeah.
You know a squab?
I know squab. Is that just a pigeon?
I don't know what a squab is.
I think something's gross with squab, if I remember right.
It looks it is a immature, it's a baby pigeon.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's the gross part. Yep.
Under 4 weeks old.
Yeah, I remember
that's
the
young.
Gross part about it.
That's young.
I don't need that.
How do you gather that? I don't
Disturbing.
Yeah, number 9 is an ostrich. So I guess if you're looking emu ostrich, apparently go with ostrich. Then we got dove, basically pigeon, but better. Another classy thing. 7, I don't know if you know what this is, a guinea fowl.
Yes, guinea fowls are crazy looking. I've seen them quite a few times.
They are crazy looking.
They're like black with a bunch of white little dots all over them. Yeah, no, I'm very familiar with guinea fowl.
Do they live in America?
I have seen them I've only seen them at like farms, so I don't know if they naturally live there. I saw some in Martha's Vineyard, and I saw some in Wisconsin when I was there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's it looks like a dino fowl, dinosaur. Yeah. Okay, then right above the guinea, your guinea fowl, you got the goose. Yeah. We're getting big time here. Goose, we tried it. Where'd you rate goose?
High up. Yeah, it's a dark meat, it's very different than chicken.
Yeah.
It's much heavier, I would say, like fattier.
Yeah, if somebody brought you a plate of bird meat,
yeah,
and they told you it was chicken, you'd be able to tell. You'd be like, something's going on here.
Yeah, it's much more like a dark meat with a turkey or something like that. It's much closer to that than it is anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next we got pheasant.
Okay.
I guess delicious. Then quail.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit, I guess. Now we're in the big 3.
Okay.
And it's bullshit.
Okay.
Number 3 is duck. Clearly the most delicious of the 3.
That's the fanciest of them somehow, even though ducks are just like everywhere, but that's always like, high-end restaurant. The duck, duck breast is pretty high-end dish.
It's delicious.
Usually. Yeah.
I had one in Wisconsin overlooking a lake one time.
Wow. With ducks probably in it.
There might have been I was looking at ducks while, eating one. I felt strong.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a power move.
I don't know. Ducks to me, number 1. Number 2 is turkey. Turkey kind of sucks.
It's only good because you have to cook it like an amazing, smoke it with a million spices and inject it and brine it and all this stuff. Yeah. Then you get a good turkey, but that's because you did a crazy amount of prep and cooking it a certain way. In general, it's pretty flavorless. Yeah.
I've never injected a ribeye steak.
No, that's a good point.
I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
Also, you only eat it once a year for a reason. Fuck turkey.
Yeah.
Number 1, chicken. Bullshit. Easy.
Yeah, too easy.
I don't know. I mean,
I can't imagine chicken's better than swan.
There's no way.
No. I
mean, literally no way. If a blind taste test, we got to get our hands on a swan.
That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. We got to find a swan guy. If anybody out there is a swan dealer, wants to hook us up, we'll pay top dollar. Just email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. I'm looking it up.
And then people will auction off. We'll auction off one person to come be with us, one Chubstep listener to come be with us.
Yeah, I'm looking, and it seems like it's going to be more of a steal a swan situation.
They're not going to have it at your local Kroger grocery store.
Yeah, or you're going to have to buy one and say you're going to put it in a pond, and then kill it.
Oh man, this is going to be tough. All right.
Well, that'll be fun. Anyway, so Thanksgiving's a lie. Lincoln started it.
We knew that. We talked about Lincoln starting it a while ago because
Mary had a little lamb You didn't expect that.
No, I did not. We talked about Lincoln a while ago because we're like, yeah, we shouldn't have even worried about like the South and not Thanksgiving at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Didn't expect the Franklin Pierce name
No,
drop
good tie
in
back for
this.
those that go
Okay.
back and listen to our hottest presidents episodes of Chubstep.
Hello, I bubble freak.
Why, hello.
Let's tie. Here's I got another topic here about food. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Uh-oh.
So a little bing bong, not Thanksgiving related, but food related. I mentioned to Steed. Steed, I went to a fancy restaurant.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, fancy restaurant. So it's called the Linea. It's a Michelin star restaurant in Chicago here. Um, I'm somebody that typically I like to cook fancy things, like to eat fancy things, but I'm not somebody that spends a lot at restaurants typically. Especially if somebody else is buying, like say, like, hey, I'm at a group thing, right? It maybe everybody's splitting the check where it's an even split of the check, or if somebody else is paying for me, I immediately eliminate like anything in the top third price wise of the menu.
Top 3 are out.
Top three are out.
No specials.
No
Obviously.
specials. Nothing that's I'm getting like if there's a steak option, it's the cheaper of the steaks. Or I like to be pretty reasonable with my food because I don't know. To me, I'm like I can cook a lot of the stuff pretty good, or I just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
That huge price point. Anyway.
So I stopped doing that. I used to do that.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, hey, if somebody wants to buy me dinner, they're gonna buy me dinner. And they're gonna be happy that I'm enjoying this nice food. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll get the fish of the day.
Market price? I don't care,
price.
double it.
Yeah. Do it. I'm getting an appetizer. You know, I'm getting drinks. I'm getting cocktails. I'm not getting a Coors Light with my Swan.
Yeah.
I'm getting a cocktail. All right.
I like it. So this place, Steed, was I didn't pay for this. It was a gift from my parents, me and my wife. It was a birthday gift to two of us. So a good gift because something I would not have done on my own is what I was getting at. So we go in there and we're sitting. There's maybe they do like two of these a night. Maybe it's only one a night, one or two of these a night because it lasts 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
I got there at 9 p.m. was when the dinner started. I didn't get out of there until 12:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
So and it is 15 courses.
Okay.
They are bringing you little, and a lot of them are like 1 or 2 bite things, right? But it's not like light little like here's a cucumber 2 bites. It's like it's like a fish, a charred fish. That's all this. Anyway, a lot of crazy stuff. But here's some things that I picked up on etiquette wise from this place. To give you a little restaurant etiquette here. There was one guy and his one couple, I should say, that really stood out. Something you don't want to be doing is standing out. This because I think there was only maybe 12 people, like 6 groups of 2. There was one guy that was dressed like in Maze in a P. Diddy kind of music video, pre P. Diddy being he's probably a bad guy then, but
you could have said it different.
But basically, like this specific music video, people look it up. "Feel So Good" by Maze. That song. It's like a early 2000s hip hop music video. This guy dressed like that, kind of shiny clothes, that kind of thing. He's with a scarf around him. He's with his girlfriend or his wife, who knows. And they are literally out with their phones filming it the entire time. Every single thing that's going on. Like I'm not exaggerating. The 3.5 hours there, over 2 hours of filming. He could have been live streaming for all I know. It was just like, what are you doing?
That's crazy.
So ridiculous. Like, just enjoy what you're doing. So that's one thing to kind of avoid. The other one is the getting too wasted part of it.
I'll never accept that.
There's got to be somebody that does this. Of course, a big guy. And of course, it's like this most stereotypical looking guy that you would picture doing this. Kind of like, maybe lower 50s, heavy set, short guy, racially ambiguous, maybe Italian guy, and just like very loud, just like making all these jokes that just aren't landing to the wait staff. Just like classic, stuff to avoid. The other thing is make sure if you're going to something like this to make sure you can eat enough food. So although these are small bites, I was there with Chubstep Amy, who eats about the amount of food that maybe one of these small Cornish game hens eats in an hour, like almost nothing. And to bring her to something with this many courses and not realizing that it kept going and going, um, by course like 6 or 7 out of the 15, she could not have more than a bite before she would like not be able to eat anymore. So to try to eat everything, I was now eating my thing plus her thing because I did not want this to go to waste.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't ask for a box or any of that stuff. So I'm now eating my meal and her meal. So now I'm getting even more full because you'd be full no matter what with this amount of food. But now I'm doing so. Go there, go to something that expecting. Maybe don't film it. You can take some pictures time to time, right? They're
I would
almost
take like
expecting
your
that.
one picture.
Exactly. Make sure you can eat enough food and don't get too drunk and yell at the wait staff. Those are kind of my things I picked up on. It was very much like the menu. If anybody saw the menu, I don't know if you saw it. It was kind of a thriller
Seen like
movie,
a
Steed.
clip of it online where
Yeah, the concept of
Anya
that movie.
Taylor-Joy. I mean,
Yes, Anya Taylor-Joy. The concept of that is basically this guy goes to this island to a thing, and people start dying. But it's very like what we realize these high-end restaurants, a lot of pageantry. A lot of it is the way things are served or the way that the way they present the food, things hanging from the ceiling that you end up eating later. Stuff that's
did you do
hidden.
that? Or
There
was
was
that in
some
the
of
movie?
that. There was one where you eat something, you flip the dish over, and there's another thing in gel stuck to the
Whoa.
bottom of the plate. Stuff like that.
Oh
Kind of cool
man.
stuff. But yeah, those are my tips and tricks for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only do one of those things.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Drinking too much.
a lot of the times when I go on trips, I'll like be like, that was fun. I wonder if I took any good pictures. And then there's like one of like a dog.
And it's blurry.
Like, yeah. Like, I guess I didn't really take any pictures.
Yeah, as long as you remember you enjoy it, that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly. And also nobody cares. Nobody cares that you're
No.
doing that. Nobody
No.
wants to see it.
No, nobody wants to see it. If you want to keep it for your memory so you remember later on,
that's one thing.
Then that's one thing. But no, we don't need to see the 2-hour footage of you going to a restaurant.
Would you recommend it to others?
It's a very unique, it's a cool, really unique experience. I actually liked it even way more than I thought I would.
Whoa.
So I would definitely recommend doing it. What is it something I could do once a month even? No. But I think to go check out something like that, it's a very unique, it's unlike any other way you ever eat food or present food, or it's not like any other restaurant I've ever been to. So I think for that reason, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little Christmas gift ideas, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bird up.
Steve, the other thing I want to get to, and then you can get to some stuff, just because this was on my mind, and I don't want to skip over this thing. This is the second time this has happened where somebody is showing me something on their phone and not realizing what else is on their phone.
Oh no.
So I was at a networking event a couple of weeks ago. This is like 2 weeks ago. And this guy is trying to this guy I do not know, keep in mind, I've met him 30 seconds prior. And he's trying to show me a picture of something on his phone. And this has to do with the business type thing he's talking to me about. And it's a picture on his phone. But as he's scrolling through the pictures on his phone, there are multiple shirtless bathroom selfies of him
Oh yeah.
on his phone. And this is a guy, I would say mid 40s. Looked like, actually, I'm not going to describe this guy. It's up listening. I'm not
How
going to
yoked
describe
was
him.
he? How yoked? Scale of
He's in
1 to
shape.
4.
I will say he's in shape. He was in shape.
Okay.
He was in shape guy. But just I don't need to see this. Like, I mean, clearly, he had some drinks and probably didn't realize what he was doing. But if people also remember, the last time this happened was I was in Las Vegas, and this guy was trying to Google himself because he used to play for the Minnesota Vikings, and in Googling himself, he revealed his porn search history on his phone that he was trying to show us.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Just like maybe be a little bit more self-aware, I guess. If you're trying to show other things on your phone, maybe have it queued up. Hey, let me do this on my own, then I'll show you what it is.
Yeah.
Instead of people overlooking while you're looking anyway.
Yeah, dude, think about your photo roll.
Yeah.
your camera roll.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff on my camera roll.
I would have some weird stuff, but it wouldn't be shirtless pictures of me.
I might have a shirtless picture or two of me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in there. I don't look at it.
Yeah, if I'm just going through mine would be like a screenshot of something. It would be, I mean, it'd be very random things. Here's like, I mean, when I'm just going through, there was a picture, it's just a picture of me as a sticker. So it's just my head,
Okay.
with all black around it. It's for me to use,
Normal.
kind of photoshopping things, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've got a lot of FanDuel bet slips that I send to
yeah,
my friends.
exactly. Yeah, there'd
They'd
be a lot of
looking at that
screenshots that I'm sending to people, like, yeah. Okay, that was the main thing. I just want to make sure that got out of there. I couldn't hold that in any longer.
Okay. Well, it could have also been he was trying to like date you. He was like, "Oh, oops.
Could have been.
Sorry,
Yeah, could have been.
sorry, Jared. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't know those were on there."
Okay, real quick. That did happen one time. This was so ridiculous. I was at a wedding, and I might have told this story before. But this guy is trying to show my wife pictures of him. This is my friend's cousin, and we're at a wedding. He's trying to show my wife pictures of him when he had long hair. At this time, he had short hair. He's like, "Oh, I got to show you a picture of me with long hair." And then, of course, the picture he shows of him with long hair is him like, and he's like a bodybuilder guy. Is
Oh,
him
nice.
in a shirtless in bathroom selfie with him with long hair. He showed
Okay,
me
but
that. Like,
bodybuilder guys, all their pics are shirtless.
Okay, but the picture he had told me this story too about him used to having long hair like an hour earlier. Picture was him with long hair with a shirt on. It was a very different picture he showed because I witnessed both things happening. So completely different picture. So, but you are right. A lot of shirtless pics of those guys. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe it was just easier. I don't know.
Yeah.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
Okay, I got another possible etiquette breach here.
Okay.
I was
Bing bong.
where was I? I was in Meyer shopping, just doing some light shopping, enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Walking the aisles in the nice heat. And then I passed a guy, or I was looking at something to purchase. And I stare at items for a while. Like pasta. I don't just go in and grab a thing of pasta.
No,
I'll read
not
like a bunch of
willy-nilly shopping.
labels.
Yeah.
I'll read like the price per ounce. I make an informed pasta
Oh yeah,
decision.
price per ounce, that's key. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm in there doing my thing, and then this guy starts looking at something next to me, and he's listening to an audiobook on his phone. Like it's playing full volume.
Oh, with the speaker on, not like in headphones.
No, the speaker's on. So he's just walking around the grocery store with the audiobook playing, and it's like a guy. It was like, it seemed like it was some political intrigue drama
Mm-hmm.
or something, but the narrator was speaking English in like a bad, like it was clearly like a Eastern European guy
Yeah.
narrating this book in English, but he was just speaking in like broken English, like heavily accented English. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Who hired this guy?
Was he doing a character, do you think?
It was the whole time
Oh,
I was
okay,
listening
okay,
to it. It was
okay.
that.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Because some audiobooks, the person, like, there'll be a girl doing the whole audiobook and she'll try doing guys' voices.
Yeah.
And she'll go, hard eater. I remember we did this one and she was like,
Hard eater.
yeah. I remember this. Oh my gosh, I could not listen to this audiobook. I'm like, this girl, please just do a normal voice or get a male to do the
Yeah, get a
male
different
voices.
guy.
Just to mix it, like to have one person do certain voices, one person do a different. Either way, it was brutal. So I was wondering if it was that, but you think it was just the whole thing was in this kind of broken English audiobook. Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't attempt to do a Spanish speaking audiobook, even if I was reading the Spanish.
Yeah, it would be literally like me trying to read Spanish.
Yeah.
And then Spanish people would be like, what the fuck is going on here?
I mean, technically, I know what you're saying, but
Yeah,
this is
but
not
this
right
isn't
at all.
good.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, so I was a little confused.
That's an odd move. It's
Odd
just an odd
move.
have the headphones in.
Yeah, I'm saying etiquette breach.
I would agree with that.
That's like, I mean, might as well just put your music on. Just start bumping tunes in the middle of mire.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like the people that bump the tunes when they're biking down the street. I get a lot of that in the city.
Love listening.
We skate for fun. We're soul skaters.
Do you want to get to one more thing? I got one more thing we could get to, or we could be done. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I got a church news.
Oh, okay.
Not my church, Catholic church.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Church of Four Pillars. No. Okay.
No. So they didn't do something bad this time, which is
hey,
great.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did drop an anime girl mascot.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
So,
my God.
The Catholic Church was like, all right, nobody likes us. You know, we did too much diddling. We're out on a lot of people. Everybody hates us. What do we do? How do we get the youth back involved? They got the think tank together. Pope is like, all right, we need a anime girl mascot. So they dropped Lucy.
Okay, I'm pulling up a picture of Lucy.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, I see it.
It's a straight up anime Catholic pilgrim girl. And I guess they're probably gonna make some like movies or something with her.
Okay, so I'll describe to people what I'm seeing with. She's got a yellow raincoat.
Oh yeah.
Green boots.
Like there's a picture of this old Pope guy.
People are doing a lot of good memes. This is good. Jesus holding Lucy. So yeah, she's a yellow raincoat, green boots that are muddy sometimes. Blue hair, like light blue, baby blue hair.
Mm-hmm.
A rosary. A walking, like it looks like
shepherd's
stick, yeah, probably. Cane, sure. And that's kind of her main descriptors. I mean, she doesn't seem to be wearing pants of any kind.
Oh, that's a good point. Scandal.
Yeah, no evidence of pants. A long trench coat. That's it. Kind of like a
little different.
This is very much like a flasher in the trench coat type of thing. No pants underneath. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So Catholic Church dropped her, and I don't know, man. I guess the Crusades are done. Like those were cool. Now we're just making anime girl mascots.
Times have changed.
Catholic Church is whack now. All right. If you can't scare people into like, you know, going to church, you're not going to get them to go by making anime girl mascot.
Is the concept that Lucy would be teaching the church? I mean, she can be like, she ordained?
I doubt she is yet, because she probably hasn't even got like confirmation.
Yeah, I don't know how old she is. It's Lucy is it says cartoon anime girl. Okay, so presumed young, but girl could also be just a female. Okay, you know.
Yeah, blue
doesn't
hair.
doesn't give an age. Yeah, I don't know, Steve. This is interesting. Is it just going to be you're going to place the priest with just a hologram of Lucy at the front of the church for certain groups?
That'd be sweet, actually. I don't know. I mean, the Catholic Church a couple 100 years ago, they would have executed Lucy for showing her knees off in public.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point. Good point.
Crazy how the times change, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they literally would like used to kill people if you didn't go to church, like in the 1500s and stuff, like Charlemagne time and stuff like that. Like
Lucy walks into church wearing no pants and blue hair. She's a witch. They would have killed her.
Oh yeah, no doubt. God, hey, some call that progress, dude.
I guess JC rang up the Pope. He's like, "It's cool.
We good.
Anime's chill now. Why don't you watch a couple?"
I'm not a big anime fan, so I think I'm kind of out on Lucy here. But I know there are a lot of people that are, so I think, you know what? Mix it up, change up, rebrand.
It's a better, like, kids will like Lucy more than like a guy getting crucified, which was the old symbol. The old
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would say little kids gonna be a little less scared of Lucy than the dead guy on the, because sometimes Jesus is like coming off the cross, like he's floating off. Okay, that's a positive one. And sometimes
Yeah.
he's just dangling there as a dead person. And
Yeah, just all. Well, I don't think he's totally dead yet. I think he's like in the process of being dead.
But so a dying person up there versus, yeah, you're right. A little kid seeing that versus Lucy. I think that is going to be a much more positive maybe impact on things.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm pro Lucy. I'm pro Lucy. I also don't like the way Lucy is spelled. Luce.
It's like Italian.
Lucy.
It means light or faith or something.
Lucy.
Luce.
Luce.
Oh, mamma mia.
Okay. There you go. Thank you, Steve. All right. Well, I'm gonna save my last thing for next week. We'll end on a high note there. Good for the
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll wrap up the show there. Email the show chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Check us out on YouTube, Chubstep Podcast, baby. Chubstep Podcast. Steve, for some reason I keep getting a lot of views on me and Brian's The Bros White Christmas gets a lot of views.
Oh, of course.
It has like 1,200 views right now. And I think people keep thinking they're going to get a better version of White Christmas. And
They're
not.
looking for one.
That was one of the first. That was like one of the first songs me and Bryn Flakes recorded as a song for Christmas. And some people say it does not hold up. So
well, fuck them.
Either way,
we did get a review on iTunes, so I'm going to read it here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, leave
Please.
their comment review. We don't just see the stars. My Shoe 32 commented. They rated us 5 stars. They said, "Be gone. If being a chubaholic is wrong, I don't want to be right."
Okay, I love that.
Thank you to My Shoe 32.
Thank you, My Shoe 32. Perfect. We love that. We love that. All right. Well, in that case, I'll wrap it up with what they said there. The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.